Rusty Quill presents.
Push the Roll with Ross Bryant is intended for mature listeners only. Check the show notes for content warnings, and please listen with care. Want to get involved? Back us on Patreon and submit your ideas for our improvised games. Your suggestion just might inspire our next Call of Cthulhu adventure. Join today at patreon.com/pushtheroll.
Father, or should I call you Steve? Since it's a new year, maybe we should start cooking fresh, with fewer smoke alarms this time. Your cooking's improving, but I can see the stress in your eyes. Anna's mom used this Blue Apron assemble and bake thing during our playdate. Pre-chopped ingredients, over 40 grams of protein, and just one pan to clean up. She just tossed it in the oven and boom, plating like she's got followers. So go to blueapron.com, Steve. Make 2026 the year you win dinner. Blue Apron. Get $50 off your first 2 orders plus free shipping with code STIR50. Terms and conditions apply. Visit blueapron.com/terms for more.
The Bleacher Report app is your destination for sports. Right now, the NBA's heating up, March Madness is here, and MLB is almost back. Every day there's a new headline, a new highlight, a new moment you've got to see for yourself. That's why I stay locked in with the Bleacher Report app. For me, it's about staying connected to my sports. I can follow the teams I care about, get real-time scores, breaking news, and highlights all in one place. Download the Bleacher Report app today so you never miss a moment.
You were all watching Genoviak give her presentation when this figure walked out of the darkness of the projection and sort of overlaid itself upon her. And you now have the sense that there was a double of her somewhere in that space. So let's get everyone rolling sanity off of that as the laser beams kind of break.
Oh, no.
Fuck, of course.
Wow. I keep rolling successes.
Betty's awesome. Meanwhile, I'm failing every roll.
Tripp was somehow comfortable with this.
I rolled a 1.
Another one?
Wow.
Not today, Ross Bryant. Or actually, not this scene anyway. Haha.
If you rolled a 1, that's no sanity loss.
Okay.
You're suddenly smoking the cigarette that Murdock dropped, just like seamlessly.
Yeah, you just caught it out of air.
Yeah, ripping a camel. Oh, yeah.
I trust we're still wearing the suits that we can pee in, because...
Did you just... Because you just peed a little?
You hear the servos that process the urine going on all the suits?
Yeah. Suddenly they all spring to life as the filtration system goes into effect.
But while we celebrate all these successes, I did fail, Ross. I rolled a 58 over 39.
Okay. These things have a compounding effect. That's another 3 points of sanity loss for our failures.
Don't say 3. You can say 2. Don't say 3.
Why that?
Because that's 9 points, which is... I started with 45. I am indefinitely insane.
The cosmos is a cyclopean infinity of chaos. Infinite branching paths stretching off to vistas in the distance that will drive the mind mad. Shall we shrink in the face of all this? Or will we climb aboard the chaos and ride it to the end, letting chance guide the way? This is Push the Roll. We're rolling dice against your Patreon suggestions to create improvised Call of Cthulhu adventures in real time, with themes of eldritch horror, the weird, the transhuman, the transmundane, the cyberpunk, the splatterpunk, the anything punk. We don't know until we roll. Anytime, any place, anything can happen when you push the roll. All right. Did anyone else fail?
They're enjoying this.
Betty has never failed a sand roll in this time. I think Betty's just like, that's just not my business. I'm just not involved in whatever that is.
I can get an eyelash in my eye in 5 seconds and like it's over for Rivera. She's done.
Right. You're hanging by the most gossamer thin of threads. But Murdock and Morgan, you succeeded, but you didn't get ones. So I want to say that you still take 1 point of sanity loss apiece from seeing that. But Simon Cross, psychologist.
Stable psychologist.
You are now indefinitely insane. You are the one, if I'm not mistaken, who saw the video of the person being dragged away by a double.
That's correct.
You saw another double projected on the lasers. And I think you now have a sense, and you've got to keep it under your hat, because any one of them could not be themselves right now. Any one of them could have already been replaced. You don't know who you're dealing with now, Cross. Any one of them could not be who they say they are.
And I think his quiet mania, because of who he's with, is he needs to get the fuck off this planet immediately, by any means necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just going to, back in the room where he was kind of watching the videos, he's going to try to make contact with command.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So he's going to go back there and kind of like flip on all the comms, the real clunky switches, and he's going to try to call to get him out of there.
Interesting. Okay. You send that hailing signal, clicking away there.
Mm-hmm.
The distance that you have traversed, Simon, that man that you had a conversation with has probably been dead for 50 to 100 years.
We were in cryosleep, weren't we?
You were in cryosleep for a long time. But you can trust that the Soren Gupta company, strong and ongoing, you send out that sort of like hailing beacon, get us out of here. Now, of course, you could, with some labor, you're not the mechanic of this voyage.
Not at all.
But there are ways of getting the pod back up to the docking station of the craft in orbit.
Oh, if Betty's clone can be convinced, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Also, while he's trying to do this, he's also going to try to wipe all the files he found, because he doesn't want anyone else looking into this in the future. He's trying to erase the existence of this knowledge.
Whoa.
You're erasing the archive?
He's going to try. He's not a computer scientist either.
Okay, great. I want to say, Sandy, if as you're kind of processing this, suddenly your neural link lights up, and there's a voice in your head, and it's Starling's.
Excuse me, Rivera. I thought I should bring to your attention that Mr. Cross is behaving a little peculiarly.
I mean, we all weren't expecting to see what we're expecting, but what makes you say that?
I understand that the things that you've seen and cryosleep alone is enough to be a deep shock to the system. But I fear that Mr. Cross has been spying on some members of the away mission and is currently attempting to delete a sizable proportion of the ship's archive.
I'll have to stop that. Is there a way to hack into, with my Neuralink, just hack into that database? Because I was going to send what I have already from my own mission.
Yes.
I was going to upload it to their servers already.
Absolutely. I love that.
I love the idea he's trying to delete stuff and the archive's growing as he's doing it.
Yes.
With Rivera's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
By all means, I love this. Like you...
Directly to the Gupta, directly to their servers.
I think, yes, if you go in there and you're suddenly in this sort of analog cyberspace, uploading what you have recorded with your Neuralink to the same archive that Cross is now attempting to delete. Well, I'd be really curious to see who's successful here.
This is like opposed roles.
Yeah, let's do some opposed roles. This is really interesting.
Okay.
What would this be? There are computer use on some character sheets, but
ooh.
Yeah, these have computer use. Oh, well, if you grab the modern sheet, I have a little bit in that. I have a 25.
Yeah, I've got computer use. Okay,
then why don't we do that? Let's roll opposed computer use and see who gets the higher level of success.
Okay, I need that one now. Let's see.
I rolled a 35 under 40.
Amazing.
Okay, I did fail. 38 over 25.
I want to say, Cross, as you're attempting to delete things, suddenly you feel the firewall descend over your attempt as Rivera blocks you out. And you can see things now begin to populate in the archive that you no longer have access to.
Access denied. Access denied.
Yeah, it's like Jurassic Park.
Lock it down, Sandy.
But it's Starling.
As Rivera is doing this, she will, like, in neural contact with Starling, say, well, Cross has been compromised. I will have to alert SG headquarters and await further instructions. You do realize that?
I understand. Would you like Mr. Cross to be neutralized?
In what way are you speaking of? That depends.
There are gradations of neutralization. I can attempt to force him back into cryosleep. I can perform an emergency lobotomy. I can, of course, dispatch him and put his body into the shipboard protein processing mechanism so that his calories can be reintroduced into the remaining crew. These are but 3 options along a spectrum and continuum of options.
Ross, are you able to just roll to see what that looks like for Starling? Like what that ends up being? Because I feel so bad making that decision for somebody.
You're delegating
Yes.
neutralization to...
I'm delegating neutralization to the storyteller here because...
Whatever you think best, Starling.
Are you saying that? Like, are you giving Starling permission? Hey, get creative with it.
Yeah, I will say... Starling, if you are in contact with SG directly, then I'm sure they will give you the proper way to handle this.
Understood. Thank you, Rivera.
Simon Cross, give me a library use roll.
Oh, man.
Okay. At least I have some. Yeah. Okay. I have a hard success. 22 under 45.
All right. You're paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say you see 2 things here. Access denied. Access denied. You can see but not delete as you're scrolling through. It's as though you can see but not interact with. Your admin capability has been reduced. In addition to all of the information that Genoviak had, you see one more thing. A scrap of poetry that she was reading that seemed to be something associated with her work. Born through the hollow dark assaults, with loudest vehemence, thither he plies, undaunted to meet there whatever power or spirit of the nethermost abyss might in that noise reside, of whom to ask which way the nearest coast of darkness lies, bordering on light, when straight behold the throne of chaos, and his dark pavilion spread wide on the wasteful deep. With him enthroned sat sable-vested night, eldest of things, the consort of his reign. So you see that, and then you see a new entry populate. Cross-neutralization procedure 50263. And then a little article pops up on, like, searching techniques on painless brain surgery.
Cross sees that himself?
Yes.
Oh my god.
As this is entered into the ship's record for Starling's eyes only. But you can see it.
Cue the urine processor servos.
Seeing this is going to alter his plan, masterful plan that he has. I think now what he wants to do is find his clone, and that way the clone can get the brain surgery, and he can survive this and get off the fucking planet. So he's going to try to steal the rover and go back to the gate.
Okay, great. Awesome.
Wow.
Let us see Cross kind of like moving through the space out of the little bay of computers, past Sandy, who's in sort of neural link contact with the onboard computer. What are Murdock and Morgan doing with Genoviak? You saw what what those lasers communicated. And perhaps she's like, are you saying you saw? She didn't even see it. She was staring the other way. A double of me?
Yeah, boss. In the other world, there was you, but one you. And it stood right where you are.
That's right, Doc. And it looked like it was the reason why contact was interrupted with the drones.
Contact was interrupted with the drones, but contact has already been made between ourselves and whatever is on the other side. It is not an entirely dead space. This means there must be an active intelligence. Don't you see, Morgan? This is a form of communication.
Oh, I think trying to communicate is a good idea. So what's going on in Murdock's head is he was warned how one crew went crazy at this, so he's like going to be offering a cigarette. I'm trying to calm everybody down. Sandy's zoned out. Mm-hmm. And Cross, God knows where the hell he went. But hey, everybody, let's all just take a chill pill. Why don't we have some processed protein and just think about what we should do next? Because if there is an intelligence, we don't want to accidentally offend it. Just chill. We need to take this carefully.
Outpost airlock doors opening. Outpost airlock doors opening.
What? No.
That's as the outpost airlock doors are opening, and Simon is attempting to get in the runabout and leave the outpost.
What the hell?
Son of a bitch.
He's trying to steal my car. And I don't like that one bit. So I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run after him.
I want to say that there's 2 of these runabouts.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Makes sense to me. Maybe, are you trying to pursue?
God, Betty was pretty weirded out by the Dr. Genoviak and was kind of actually just looking for an excuse to no longer be talking to her. But she does seem to be the leadership here. And as a pilot, she's familiar with the strict sense of hierarchy. And she's like, well, Doc, what do we do?
Well, we have to go back through the gate, of course. We have to interact with whatever it is there and establish communication. It's reaching out to us, don't you see? It may be that it was a trick of the light. Obviously, the drones malfunctioned, so it could very well be that this was a ghost image from a previous recording finding its way into the laser field, or it could very well be, as you were theorizing,
right,
that it is making some sort of manifestation to interact with us. If that's the case, then it's reaching out to us across time, space, dimension.
Murdock's already run into the vehicle hangar.
Wonderful.
Well, now, okay.
Maybe we should let him go. We have 2 vehicles, right?
Oh, we have 2 vehicles, but... Okay, that man did not know even how to put on a spacesuit, okay? I mean...
He's not going to know how to drive my car, and I do not want to be charged for loss of property and technology.
His helmet's going to be backwards. He's going to have the parking brake on the full time. He's probably not going to remember to close the airlock.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm imagining the second vehicle, Ross, is like it's like a motorcycle with a sidecar that has a fiberglass body like laid over top of it to look spacey. Mm-hmm. And he's like peeling out on that 2-person vehicle now.
I love it.
Oh, very 50s sci-fi, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, definitely. So you're grinding over the silica silt on your awesome space motorcycle.
It is awesome.
Yes, the rest of you are kind of seeing him disappear in a cloud of dust back towards the gate.
Now, if he tampers with stuff, do we still get our bonus?
You don't think he would actually try to efface or... Oh, we have to get after him.
He can't compromise our mission. Let's go.
Can I set up a lock on our ship? I would like to keep Simon from getting back on our ship.
Well, Murdock, would you like to be Overwatch here? Just watch things on comms? And I suppose we don't need all of us in the...
Yeah. I'm not a scientist. I'm the guy who keeps the ship running, so I can do that.
You can tend the rabbits.
What if he comes back? What if he starts messing with stuff? I will stay here.
Yes, of course. It would be good to have someone here so that, if he were to ruin this, then... Yes, then that would be truly terrible indeed. Yes, let's have you on the ship, and, Morgan, Rivera, let's get after him.
All right, I'll get after him, but I ain't going back through that thing. I'm not going through that gate. Just want you to know that, Doc. That's not happening. I'm not doing that, she says as she's like changing the gears and locking into.
Okay.
And what's our space weapon situation here? I ask for no reason.
Yeah, let's say there are those weapons that I was sort of describing from that footage that you found. You can pull out of the wall a little compartment, and there, laid into it, is a little gun rack, which you can pull out, and there's a magazine of cartridges. There you have basically a semi-automatic rifle.
I will take one of those out of my locker, check the mag, and hop on board.
Great.
Jesus Christ, Rivera, you know how to use one of those things?
No, I do not. But we'll find out.
Amazing.
Damn, you're hardcore for a bookworm.
You know, I have my moments. I'm full of surprises.
I can see that.
Yeah. Ooh.
As she hands you, it's a rockin' Elvis with a guitar to go next to her hula.
Great. This future is obsessed with the 50s. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, Betty slaps him down right next to the hula girl, and he does a little shimmy in the heavy grab.
Yeah, let's rock and roll.
She got devil tattoos on both arms, rough around the edges, but she got charm.
So Murdock, you can see through the panes of the outpost, the runabout in pursuit of the little motorcycle that Cross is on. Now, Cross, you're heading to the gate?
Yeah, I'll tell you my intent is to just drive this fucking thing through the gate.
Let's see it from above, those two stone pillars, the cloud of silica dust of the motorcycle as he races through them. And only from his point of view, not from the point of view of our camera, we suddenly see open up in front of him the vast vista of that temple complex. These two huge buildings and the levitating pyramid up there. As you now are underneath its shadow, you are in the space of this ruin. Where do you drive your motorcycle?
I think since Genoviak did not encounter any people, he's actually going to go to the other building and start looking for his clone. He's going to park right in front of the door and enter and just start yelling out, "Cross! Cross!"
As you take off your helmet,
yeah,
your voice echoes in this vast space as you walk into it, this just dark basilica. Once you walk into it, you have, again, this strange sense of dimensions warping as you did when you came through the gate, because the ceiling inside feels like it's taller than it should be based upon how it looks on the outside. And much like you saw with the laser light show of the drones, you see the sculptural ornamentation on the interior of this space. Humanoid forms, but not human, sculpted onto the wall with enormous, arms spread wide, heads with enormous domes that are sort of set into the walls. You can see almost like gargoyles kind of leaning down out of the ceiling.
His yelling slowly gets more quiet as he takes these things in. Cross! Cross!
Yeah, obviously roll sanity again. You're just like...
well, did I come out of my bout?
You came out of your bout, I think.
Okay, so this is going to be a new bout.
Yep.
Okay. Of course I failed.
I mean, take 6 more points of sanity loss just being in here.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, this starts another bout of madness, and I think now it's like urgency. He's running through this building screaming, "Cross!"
And that is when you see him.
Cross, right?
No, not Cross. Chris.
Chris Cross.
Chris Cross.
It's the Mac Daddy and the Daddy Mac.
His underwear's backwards too.
Yeah. No, it very much is Cross, not Chris. You were there. You were there, looking into your own eyes across this space.
You can't be real. You reach out, like toward his face.
Yeah. He reaches out as well, and it is as though you're walking towards a mirror as your fingertips touch. As he looks into your eyes. It's like, you can't be real. But I am real. As real as you.
I'm in trouble. I need you. You have to help me. They're trying to kill me. Did you know I existed? Brother?
We are. Simon Cross. We have come here to pay homage to him. We are here so we may once again call upon him.
You're calling upon me? I've been chosen?
Yes. You have been chosen, Simon Cross. We have been here so long, waiting for you. We have been here for so long. And now that you are here, once more, he can awaken.
Yes, I accept. I accept. Yes.
Yes, I accept. And he's smiling. You are smiling into your faces, your hands on one another in the middle of this vast dark space. And we're back in the rumbling chassis of the runabout, moving closer and closer to the gate.
We have to go through, Morgan. We have to go through. Are you going to stay outside and guard the entrance? I mean, we have to see it.
Yeah, I'll keep the motor running, as it were, in case we need a quick escape or something. You need me out here, Doc.
And so parked in our Rivera and Genoviac then entering through the gate to try to find Cross on the other side.
Nothing can compromise the mission. I'm going in.
Nothing can compromise the mission,
says Starling in your Neuralink as you walk into the courtyard through those massive pillars. And now laid out before you again is this impossible space. And you're there in the sort of command center, Murdock. You can see kind of body cam images from Rivera, Morgan, Genoviac. Cross is, of course, disconnected, broken. But you're there, and just hovering over your shoulder is Starling.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch that, but the other thing I want to do is I actually want to be doing like peripherals, the cameras just around the ship.
Yeah, and just see that monitor as you're clicking. Click. A stony landscape to the north. Click. A stony landscape to the west. Click. A stony landscape to the south. Click. Your face. Click. The sky.
I will go back.
It's you. It's you standing there in your spacesuit, kind of moving slowly past the camera. You see your own face sort of bulge with that fisheye effect as you move past the camera on the outpost as it moves towards one of the entry bays.
Yes, Starlin, we got a problem.
Mr. Murdock, you're right outside.
I want to see about this weapon bay.
Yeah, okay, great. Yes, and you make your way to the weapon bay as you can hear Starling. Biomechanical readouts identical.
Murdock, there are two Murdocks. There are two Murdocks.
As Starling is kind of like twitching there, as you can see through the camera, like beep, 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 a code being tapped in and the bay beginning to open beneath you.
Oh. It's just, I've yelled like, we got a problem. Starling, come with me. On me.
Great. Starling is moving behind you. You have to get to where the little weapons rack is through the hydroponic farm. And as you move through the suddenly humid environment of the hydroponics, you feel the little drizzle in that space, all the plants growing. You can see the rabbit hutch. Are there like 3 times as many rabbits as there were? And you kind of move through, and there you are at the weapons rack. You can give yourself a assault rifle.
Let's go. Click, click.
Yes, and let's go back to you, Rivera and Genoviak, moving into this space. You saw the Cross kind of drive into the gate, but after that you sort of lose track. But you do see the motorcycle parked out front of the one of the 2 buildings there to the west.
Does he leave any tracks, footprints?
Absolutely. You don't even have to roll a track. You can see where the wheels have like carved a path towards it.
And so I start heading into the building that I assume that he's in.
Mm-hmm. You're moving that way.
Yeah. Simon.
As they disappear into the building, like into the darkness, Betty's sitting in the driver's seat, keeping the engine warm and keeping an eye on the horizon. And if anything comes back through that gate that looks scary or whatever, she's got a plan.
Okay, great. I'm glad you have a plan. So you can see kind of from your vantage point, as you scan the horizon, the rocky landscape with that huge gas giant planet looming. Then one plinth of the gate, the temple complex, the other plinth, more horizon and darkness. And then stepping out from behind the plinths, it's you. And you. And you.
What the fuck? No.
And you.
Oh, God.
And there are 5 Betty Morgans kind of walking towards you now.
Peace, servos.
Oh, shit. She's going to throw that thing in drive and try to run them all over.
Great.
Nice.
Yeah, awesome. You throw it in drive and you just punch it. You give me a drive roll.
Yep. Okay.
That's one that you often neglect to put points into. If you want to bargain some other skill being used for this attack,
I would. So I've got a pilot score.
Let's do pilot. That makes sense to me. That if you have pilot skills, you can also do this little 4-wheeler.
It doesn't matter because that is a big old failure. God damn it!
Look, Betty, I would never tell you what to do, but would you like to push?
Hell yeah, I'd like to push. Hell yeah, I would.
You just have to turn the ignition the right way.
Yeah. Come on, baby. Ooh, that's a success.
What do you do strategically to push the roll? How are you doing this kind of more intently?
I have a score on here that is lacrosse.
Excuse me?
So she's thinking back to her college days when she played on the lacrosse team in piloting school. And maybe in the Air Force Academy. And she's thinking about when she was the star forward and had to, body check all these other girls to get her way to the goal. Yeah, she's going to try and make contact through her lacrosse logistics to sort of go bowling for Betty's.
What is that like game where you play like little 4-wheeler trucks, like knocking a ball around?
Oh, Rocket League.
Yeah, so you're going Rocket League on these doubles.
Absolutely.
I want to say that yes, you push, you succeed, you send like 3 of these like flying as you whip around and sort of like whack them. You send them skittering across the rocks. 2 more are standing there kind of looking at you, moving towards the vehicle. Wonderful. Let's go back to Rivera. You enter into the space and you can see, like a football field's distance away, Cross in deep communion with another figure in the middle of this space. Obviously make a sanity roll, just having entered and seeing the full scope of the interior.
Here we go. Throughout this time where we're outdoors, I'm just recording everything to get sent up, no matter what happens to me here.
Mm-hmm.
And I failed my sanity roll.
I'm sorry, Sandy, but that's 4 points of sanity loss coming at you.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah. So I'm just like, nothing can compromise the mission. Nothing can compromise the mission.
Yeah, and what does that mean to you right now?
And she's hearing it as that like data voice in nothing can compromise the mission. Nothing can compromise the mission. You're right. Here, Simon. Oh my God. And she's like slowly sneaking up and like quietly drawing her gun and trying not to like disturb him. She's like, she wants to sneak up on him. Here, Simon. As she slowly paces towards him.
Great. You're moving towards him. You're beginning to hear, just kind of dimly echoing through the space, Simon conversing with this other figure, which as you draw closer, you suddenly realize is an exact double of Simon Cross.
And we have to be doing something weird. I imagine our fingertips are touching, like up in the air, and our foreheads are together.
Oh, yes.
And we're having a conversation.
Your tips are touching.
We were destined for this.
We were destined for this. He shall awaken. We, Simon Cross, are an impossibility. The breadths of time we pass through and open are an impossibility. Space, time, matter, thought. The laws that bind these things are blasphemies to him, and in their madness, we find the clarity of truth. The light fixes, the light distills, and the light is a lie. At the center of the darkness is the chaos of truth. Chaos and his consort night. Awaken. His eye shall open. Our temples call to him and pay him reverence. For when he wakens, he shall consume existence. Do you hear him, Simon? Do we hear him? Do we hear him?
Do we hear him?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And that's from outside, Sandy. As you move, you suddenly begin to hear, not from inside his space, but from outside, what sounds like the rushing of wind through reeds, just vague piping. You can hear it, Betty Morgan, because it's coming from the pyramid, which seems to be rotating even faster on some unseen axis.
What the hell?
And she just like looks up and is like, awaiting further instructions.
Awaiting further instructions. Yes. Amorphous. Mindless. Pure. Chaos. Existing outside of space and time. Outside an infinite outside. And we will breach this inside, Simon Cross. You were saying in unison. The two copies of you, Betty Morgan, that you didn't run over are clambering up on the two-wheeler right now.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy. To Betty, this whole thing was started by going through this gate and by finding this gate and opening this gate. Or maybe it was been open this whole time, but it's the gate's fault. Mm-hmm. So if she can close the gate, maybe things will be okay.
Amazing.
And she's going to gun it. And she's going to try and slam head first into the side of the gate and jump out at the last second to crash one of those pillars over and maybe hopefully take her clones with it.
Make that pilot roll.
Okay. Let's... Jeez. Woo! That is a hard success.
Amazing.
Yeah, 13 under 41.
Oh, you rolled a 13.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible.
I'm going to spend, I think it would be 10. So 13 to 10. I'm going to spend 3 points of luck to make this an extreme success.
I love this. You rear back and then gun it. Mm-hmm. Pedal to the metal at one of these two pillars. Mm-hmm. This piping is just pouring out of the gate and filling your ears. And you smash into it. Thanks to that lucky break, you only take a D4 of damage from doing that.
Okay. Fair.
You take 4 points of damage as you crash into one of these pillars. But you manage to knock it off its sort of like foundation. It tilts and collides with the other pillar. And the two of them sort of topple over. And you can see the tableau laid out beyond the two pillars as they sort of topple. It warps in space, folds on itself, and seems to collapse. It appears as though you've shut the gate.
Jesus Christ.
Which may come as cold comfort to Genoviac, Rivera, and Cross.
Sorry, guys. What about my clones? Did they seem to survive the crash, or?
Yeah, the two clones are flung off of your runabout and go tumbling down on the rocks. One of them just like cracks against the rock, and you can see that she's not getting up. But one of them sort of is as stout as you are and sort of tumbles to the ground and stands up. The helmet is now a little like cracked. You could see mist leaking from it as she walks upright. It's like,
We were calling to him. And now, what have you done?
I don't give a fuck who he is. I am not risking my life. Goodbye, bitch.
And she's gonna try and jog in her bulky suit back to the station, observing that her suit seems to be in slightly better condition than her adversaries, and hope that she just runs out of atmosphere before I make it back to the base, where I think Murdock and safety waits for me.
So let's just see those two figures running across this blasted landscape. Just slight mist coming from the breach in the one behind's mask. And then we're back in the ship, and your gun is cocked, and Tripp, you can hear footsteps coming up the gangway.
Okay. Is there any way I can lock this door?
Sure.
I want to lock the door.
Great. You can feel it kind of become secure after you punch in the code. And then you hear,
Murdock.
It's your voice.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Murdock, it's Murdock. Let us in. Open the outpost bay door, Murdock.
I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that door stays locked. I'm gonna start trying to radio The guys, last I saw, they were still headed to the gate, so I have not seen.
We need to be together, Murdock. You don't know what you're doing.
As you walk back, you can see that the cameras from Rivera, Genoviak, and Cross, totally dead. Morgan's is just bouncing, and you can see that the outpost is kind of looming in from the camera's perspective. It looks as though Morgan is running pell-mell towards you.
She's stuck out there with not me. I need to have that door open by the time she gets here. Is there a ramp that comes down that those little vehicles came out of?
Sure.
If I could open the door and literally have that thing just false me back with a loading ramp or something.
Great. I love this idea. So you give me that operate heavy machinery roll. And throughout this entire kind of like deliberation, you're hearing...
Space has already changed, Murdock. There is no now. There is no you. This is the unmaking of everything. He is awoken.
I will spend 10 points of luck to make this work. Just to get a regular.
A regular? Okay, great. And I assume you're timing this just right, as maybe he's backing up off the door?
There are other ways in, Murdock, and I'll find them.
Normally, this is a door that opens very, like, slowly and...
Oh, yeah, spinny lights. Yeah.
Like with an alarm system that goes off to make sure it's totally safe. But your incredible mechanical or operate heavy machinery roll has given you access codes to override that and do an emergency opening. And suddenly the door just like swings open, and this other Murdock is just knocked up into the air by the swinging of this door and topples to the ground outside.
Betty, you need to get here.
And since I've only seen from her point of view, I don't see the thing behind her, right? Yeah, so I was just going to say...
Betty, run.
Let's just give me a dexterity roll, I think. Or maybe, dexterity, to see if you can... I'll make it a dexterity opposed with your double.
Oh, boy. Okay. All right. Oof.
What's your dexterity score?
I've got a 50. This is a 50-50.
This is your double, so obviously it has the exact same score.
I rolled a 53.
So that's a failure. It also failed, but it failed much worse because it fumbled.
Oh, thank God.
I think at this moment, you turn around, your lungs burning in your chest. You see this thing drop to its knees and clutch its helmet as like the last of its air leaks from the face mask. And it's looking up at you with bulging eyes as the pressure changes inside its helmet.
Yeah, I think she's running and she's shouting to Tripp.
Hail the Atropos! We gotta get back up there as soon as possible. Tell Starling to ready our cryo chambers.
And you can just hear your own voice.
We will walk through other gates. You cannot stop what is coming. You cannot stop us. We will not stop us. You have heard his piping. You have heard his piping.
And as it sort of crumples to the ground.
I didn't hear shit. Tripp, get those chambers riled up.
And yeah, she's gonna like bust in and like try and slam the door behind her.
If I want to say you do that.
Forget Rivera, forget Cross and Genoviak. They're gone.
It's just you and me now, Murdock. Let's get out of here.
Hell yeah.
Amazing. So let's briefly move back. Genoviak is walking with her double into the center of that space and looks back at you, Rivera, and then the two of them just levitate up and seem to be just up. They're floating, rotating, and you just catch your eyes for a second as the two of them say in unison, "It's beautiful," as they move upwards and are sort of consumed into the base of the floating pyramid.
Before whatever cool thing you're going to do, Ross, I think the crosses, Simon will turn toward Sandy, toward where Rivera is standing, and they're kind of still holding hands or touching fingertips.
Come and pray with us, Sandy.
Sandy saw that, looks down, sees that, and suddenly there's a flashback to the beginning of the scene that we're all together where she's like, I just missed watching TV. Whoosh, flashback again, and she's sitting on this couch in front of this boxy television, and she sees those two twins from The Shining, but they're you. And they're saying it to her while she's on the couch, and all you're seeing, it's a dark room, and all you're seeing is the light flickering from the TV onto her face.
Come and pray with us, Sandy.
And there's like a tray with a TV dinner in front of her, and she's staring into the television, and then it turns into this like double mint gum commercial where it's like the jingle's going W, and then like all of a sudden she sees herself running across with her gun, chasing after you guys in the double mint gum commercial, and it's static again, and she's chasing you guys through the set of Happy Days, and then it's static again, and she's chasing you through the set of The Golden Girls. It's static again, and she's in a two-dimensional cartoon, and it's like wabbit season, duck season, wabbit season, duck season, and then it's da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and it's Simon Cross season. And she's got this gun in her hand, and this is what she's seeing in her mind as now she goes full force chasing you with her gun.
Great. Yes, changing channels through the past to be back in the past, but the past is the present, is the future. All the laws are broken. It's as though you're changing dimensions, like changing channels. And as you move, Simon and Simon there in front of you seem to sort of tessellate, and it's as though as you move around them, there are a dozen of them as they sort of move on an axis, and you can see them multiply across 1,000 planes. There is no one, there is only a multiplicity, the combination of all things collapsing into an eternal darkness, into an endless nothing, with only his eye at the center, changing the channel, laughing his mad laughter at the chaos unfolding all around, of which he is the source. Are you going to take your shot at Simon Cross?
Yes.
They're walking toward you. I don't think they're going to run. I think they're...
No.
Yeah. And Simon has to be one of the shows that you flip through. It has to be.
Yes, Simon and Simon.
It's required.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and take your shot.
Okay. I don't have the firearm thing on here, so let me... what am I rolling? Oh, I'm rolling firearms, duh.
Yeah, just roll that firearm skill.
Okay. Ooh. I'm guessing this is handgun, not rifle shotgun, because those are two different. Which one do you want me to roll?
It's like an assault rifle, I think you described.
Oh, yeah. Do a rifle shotgun if you have a specialized skill for that.
Rifle shotgun? Okay, yeah. No, I failed. Bad. So maybe she's just like radically just not focused, just shooting all over the place. Maybe I'm shooting at all the multiple Simons, but not hitting you.
The multiplicity, as the interior of this space also seems to bend and change and warp, the very walls themselves, the bas-reliefs are sort of like tessellating and coming to life on you, as you are now starting to see through the dimensional rift of which this entire temple is a representation of many different axes and planes of time and space overlaid, and your bullet blows Simon Cross's head off, and your bullet goes wide, and your bullet shoots you on the other side of the room, and your bullet shoots B. Arthur in the Golden Girls. And your gun is a banana somehow, and the banana squirts out, and the studio audience laughs.
The bang unfurl.
Yeah, the bang flag comes out. It's total chaos. Endless, eternal chaos as the piping kind of continues, and the hand of Sandy Rivera's kind of comes over your hand, and another, and another, and another.
Yes.
An endless, tessellating infinity of Sandy Rivera's.
I get it now. I get it now. And she brings her gun up that in front of her face, and she drops it intentionally. I understand.
Mm-hmm. And you can hear now Genoviak's voice behind you, kind of she's not present, but she's kind of subsumed. The observers built the temples, not to gaze at us, but to look out into the infinity of darkness, regarding it, worshipping it, listening to its name, the mad piping of its music. This bubble universe exists only as his cosmic joke, and its punchline is coming to an end. They have closed the gate, and we are here forever, and for never, because that is only one gate of many. Because now his arms will reach in through us. We have transgressed into his realm and awoken him. His eye is open. The chaos, the outer god, the blind man, the daemon sultan, Azathoth. As the piping rises to a fever pitch, and you are all just a tessellating mass of yourselves falling into each other, through each other, crawling into each other, giving birth to each other, making love to each other, warping and changing and merging with each other, moving towards 1,000 gates at the verge of the universe, moving ever, ever closer. As your pod is moving ever, ever closer to the ship in orbit just above, locking and docking. And let's just see just one little readout on a screen. Soren Gupta, Project Tiffany, Interdimensional Travel, Physics of Gate Architecture for Interstellar Tradecraft. Propulsion system, ... Learn methods of dimensional ingress and egress, ... Cultural exchange, ... What is on other side, ... Tiffany, derived from Theophania, manifestation of God. Project Tiffany, ... As the two of you, along with Starling, are redocked with your ship. And you look out through the windows, and regardless of the gate being closed, your friends being sealed, the darkness appears to grow and darken and sing. And Tripp Murdock and Betty Morgan, the last thing you see before you go mad is his eye open at the outpost at the edge of dark space.
Yes! Wow.
Fuck yes!
Oh my God. Incredible. Woo. God, that was a good one. Oh, holy shit.
Whew, man.
That's amazing.
Oh, space is so scary.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God, that was wild, y'all.
Man.
Oh, that was dope. I loved all those characters. My God.
I love that. I lied. It was The Expanse smashed with Event Horizon, smashed with, what's that one? Sunshine, with Alien, with The Thing.
Oh, man.
That was so cool.
For you, Ross, it wasn't too much body horror this time. That's
not too much. shockingly little body horror for the space setting. But oh my god, what a fun one. That was so wild.
Yeah,
and
that was a great one.
I love the mechanics, the paranoid psychiatrist, and
yes,
maybe one of you actually was a corporate espionage agent. If we'd had time to like dig in even further, perhaps we would have learned that. Oh man,
I think it was probably Betty.
Oh, it sounds like it could have been Betty. Yeah,
she'll do anything for a buck. Yeah.
She got devil tattoos on both arms, rough around the edges, but she got charm. She's a bit crazy, but I don't mind. One day maybe I will make her mine. Blood red leather and black lipstick. She's a rockin' little rocket chick. 'Cause I go round and round for miles. We ain't talking no instant child. She's a wild, wild one. She's a wild, wild one. She's a wild, wild one.
Thanks so much, y'all. Catch you next time.
See you in my nightmares.
Hey, this is Paige DeSorbo from Giggly Squad, and today I want to talk to you about Boost Mobile. Quick question, why are we letting our phone bills bully us? Here's a money tip. Stop paying a carrier tax. When you bring your own phone and switch to Boost Mobile's $25 unlimited forever plan, you can unlock up to $600 in savings. That's real-life money, not money trapped in a pricey phone bill. $600 is a trip, a shopping spree, or paying something off. Your money belongs in your life. You get unlimited data, talk, and text for $25 a month with no contracts and no minimum line requirement. Your phone, your rules. Head to boostmobile.com to switch today and unlock the savings you actually deserve. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience lower speed. Customers pay $25 per month while active on Boost Mobile Unlimited plan. Savings claim based on a January 2026 Boost Mobile survey comparing average annual payments of major carrier customers to 12 months on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan. Visit boostmobile.com for details.
Thanks so much for listening to Push the Roll with Ross Bryant. You can follow me on Instagram at RossBB, and if you enjoyed the show and want to shape future episodes, find us at patreon.com/pushtheroll. Subscribe, submit your title ideas, and help decide where our next roll takes us. Catch you next time.